What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Alma, Missouri. And today we are going to be harvesting corn, like we determined in the last episode, but we've made some changes. But before we get into that, I just want to say I want to thank all of you for the support, the feedback, everything in the first episode of Alma, Missouri in the series. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. Keep the comments and the feedback coming because it does really help me out a lot. Keeps me, uh, it keeps me wanting to make videos for you guys. So thank you guys. I honestly can't thank you guys enough. It's incredible what you guys do. So thank you guys. With that out of the way, we have made some changes. If we take a look at our finances, we now have a $2 million loan. In the last episode, it was $500,000. The reason is, one, I bought this forage harvester because I feel like we need more silage. I don't know if we need more silage, but I just feel like we need more silage. And then I bought field 2 as well as field 3. And since this field's bigger than this field, I figured we would chop this field. Figured that would give us enough silage to do with our cows. And then we would harvest these 2 fields normally, and that will give us enough corn to do what I want to do with the corn. Now, speaking of animals, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 animals. 60 cows, basically. I don't know what I want to do with them. I don't know if I want to sell them and buy just 60 normal cows or wait to sell these ones and buy new ones. I'm not really sure. Not really sure at all. Anyway, we are going to start harvesting. Also, this is the Lizard Colossus trailer. I believe it holds 500,000, if I remember correctly. Alright, so that guy's going. We are going to set this guy off as well. Because we are going to place down a building. I do love this bunker silo. I just don't like where it is. And I will probably not be doing a bunker silo again in this series, at least. So we're going to place down this. I know we use this on Frankenmuth, but it's a really nice production building, and I like it. So we're going to use it again. And I did determine I wanted to place it there. Just do that so it looks kind of normal. There we go. Probably in between episodes, I will transfer the silage from the bunker silo. I'm pretty sure it is ready. Yeah, that's ready. Okay. I'll transfer the silage from there to our brand new production. Now, I know this production is really cheaty. I'm aware of that. Um, I will try my best to not take advantage of that. We'll probably make the total mixed ration 1 version, which is hay, silage, and straw, instead of the hay and silage like I normally do, just because we have so much straw. And I won't use the straw silage or the hay silage unless I need to. We'll probably just use this chaff silage. And I won't use the hay drying feature because we have our own way of doing that. Yeah, we have our own way right here. And I feel like it'll take some of the fun out of it. So we're not going to use that feature. Now, just tabbing around. Everybody's doing great. The combine's really loud for some reason. This is the thing I wanted. We also need to figure out what we're going to do with the wool and the goat milk. Because that's going to stock up pretty fast, actually. Now, I am giving the cows some straw because we do have a new manure pit. Now, will that take regular straw or does it need to be blown in? It needs to be blown in. Alright, good to know. Yep, it needs to be blown in with a blower. Okay, there goes that idea. Alright, we'll just park that there. And speaking of productions, if we take a look at the grain mill, we can see that we can make corn flour and fine corn flour. And taking a look at the bakery doesn't use those products. It doesn't use fine corn flour and corn flour. In fact, none of these productions take corn flour or fine corn flour. So it's kind of pointless to use those, or to make those, I guess. So I'm hoping that there's an update to the map that uses corn flour and fine corn flour. But until then, there's no point in making that. So there's really no point in drying the corn. But I might end up doing that anyway. Not really sure. Yeah, I'll probably end up drying the corn. Just because I'm from Iowa and that's what we do with corn. So I'll probably end up doing that. As far as the dairy goes, I don't know if I want this one or I want the one I used on Frankenmuth, which is the multi-product multi-dairy, if I can find it. I've got so many mods installed now, it's unbelievable. There it is. The multi-dairy production basically adds dark chocolate, stuff like that. So there's that. I also added the wooden toy workshop, which I would like to get into, but that uses wood, obviously. And then there's the wood chip production, which is, I do want to place this down just to see what it does. I think that would be fun. And tabbing around, our combine is full, or almost full. Where in the world is it? Down there? Okay. I do have crop destruction on, so I cannot cut through the field like I normally would. I'll do it on the contract field, just not our own field. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Just thought I would let you guys know my thoughts instead of sitting in complete silence like I normally do. Wow, this is a really big field. Do I regret buying this field? Probably. Probably. Now, also on the topic of plans, what in the world's going on here? Okay, interesting. Topic of plans. This area over here, these trees and stuff, I would like to get rid of them. Yeah, I would like to get rid of them and extend the field, the grass field, up to the edge of the road. So that way we could use the trees, we could use this wooden toy workshop that we've got, and that way we can use the wood for it. So I think that's a great idea. Now, along those lines of cutting the trees, we do already have this. In the last episode, we bought it in the sale. We would need a log fork for it. Or we could just get a winch. There's that too. Either one. But we do also need enough money. I know we have 700,000 right now. But we need to buy the corn dryer, which I think is 100 grand. Actually, not sure. How much is the corn dryer? Yeah, it's 100 grand. So that would leave us with 600 grand. And we also need to think about planting season. And we don't. Do we currently have a planter? I don't actually know. I don't remember. It's been a while. We do have a planter. Okay. Do we have a seeder? We do have a seeder. Look at that. I don't know if I want to keep these two pieces of equipment, the planter and the seeder. Not really sure. We also have power washers, which I haven't seen yet. So probably because they're not at the farm, they're in the town. Okay. So yeah, we need to think about planting season, and we need a planter, preferably a bigger one. I was thinking along the lines of this one. So currently we have this one right here, which is, what is it, 9 meters? I would love to get this, which is 17.8. That is 7.6, so that'd be going down in working width. But then again, this planter is $360,000. So we might have to lease this one. I'm not really sure. I haven't determined yet. I don't know what I want to do. And then for seeders, we have this one currently, which I haven't used, to be fair. And I don't know if I want to use it or not. It looks very interesting. I might plant some grass with it. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to plant some grass. Oh, man. I forgot to do that. I was going to do that back in August. Oh, well. Too late now. Can I sneak around here? Oh, I sure can. Let's bring the pipe out. How's the forage harvester doing? Doing great. In his own little way. I was going to load on that side, but that would be backwards for loading or unloading, I guess. Oh. Now, we do have oats in the silo. Forgot what it was called. We do also have wheat, but that's for the chickens, so we're not going to use the wheat for anything. The oats. I want to get the grain mill, obviously. That would be useful. And then we could also get the bakery, which means we can make cake eventually. Or we can make apple pie, which I like that idea more. So we might do that. But then we would need apples, butter, eggs, milk, sugar, and flour. Yeah, we might actually do that. I like that idea. Sugar. That could be a problem, though. Do we have a sugar beet field on the map? No. Do you have a sugarcane field on the map? No. So we probably can't get into that as of right now. But we could definitely get into bread. Or pizza. We could make some pizza. Look at that. We would need some ketchup, which is tomatoes and water. Oh, here we go. Buttered popcorn uses dried corn. Look at that. I think we do that. That's a great idea. Alright, so we have a plan. So, first thing we're gonna do, buy the corn dryer. For 100 grand. Yes, please. Gimme. Alright, next thing is, we're not gonna do the bakery as of right now because we need sugar. And apples. But we will buy the ketchup factory. Yikes, that's 150 grand. I hope this is worth it. Buy the pizzeria. If I can find the trigger. Where's the trigger? The trigger in the front of the building? Yep, there it is. Pizzeria for 240,000. Oh my god. And then we need the dairy. How much is this? 210? Well, we don't have enough money for that. So there goes that option. And then the buttered popcorn factory. How much is this? Also 240,000. So there goes that idea. So we have the corn dryer, which means we need propane. We have the ketchup factory and the pizzeria. Which also means we need the grain mill. I forgot about that. How much is the grain mill? 288,000. Okay, well, we've already hit a bottleneck of these productions are too expensive. I also don't know if I want to place the dairy in my farmyard. I do know there's an area right here. Well, that's only 37,000. We're buying that. There's a little pad right here that we can buy. Probably place that there. Is there a cheap grain mill on the map? Or not on the map, in the menu. I forgot what it was called. We have Grain Mill Plus. I don't know what that does. I'd have to try that. I don't know what that entails. I'll probably look at that off screen here in a little bit. Or we have the all-in-one production. I forgot about that too. Or we have the addable triggers. There's that. And we've got the grain mill from Alma. I think I'll hold off on the grain mill for now, even though I want to get that up and running as fast as possible. Because I want to look at the grain mill plus grain mill, and also we've only got $100,000, so there's that. So I've spent a lot of money today. Didn't mean to, wasn't planning to, but here we are. Now, is this guy gonna do that whole entire strip? No, he's not. Okay. Alright, are there any contracts we could do? Oh yeah, there's all kinds of them. So cultivating contract, some fertilizing. Ah, that's right, we need a fertilizer spreader. I forgot about that. What's in the sale today? I forgot already. Swather and the trailer. Well, hello, Mr. Tiger. How are you today? Sorry, guys. I know he's really loud, but I haven't seen him yet today. Come on. Meow is right. Yeah. Hi. How are you? I'm trying to record, buddy, and you're being loud. Can you be quiet and lay down? No? Okay. Well, I tried. Alright, let's see here. How much is that to sell? Tiger, you're being real loud, buddy. See, that's 44,000, 70,000. We're gonna have to sell these two buildings at some point. Should probably do it now. But I'm hoping that we make enough money to... Tiger, be quiet. I'm hoping we make enough money to build the farm out eventually. Now, as far as greenhouses go, we need to find this one, and it's 54,000. Oh my. But this will make apples. It won't actually make whatever it is. Something. Tomatoes. That's what it is. Yeah, so we need to find a greenhouse that makes tomatoes. This will make tomatoes. It also makes some other things too, so there's that. We also have this, the wood production. I do want to get into this at some point if we run out of wood, which, looking at the map, we probably won't, but you never know. Alright, we need to figure out how to do propane. I know that this comes with propane capabilities. How much does the production hold? 50,000 liters, okay. Which we probably don't need that much, but... So that'll do propane, methane, liquid fertilizer. It won't do slurry though, that's the problem with that. Now, will a normal modded trailer hold propane? Like this one? No, it will not. Okay, so I think we lease this one just for the propane, and then we'll buy this one for slurry. There's this guy too. He doesn't do slurry or propane, so that would be useless. I don't know if I want to buy this. Lease it. Yeah, we'll lease it for now. Where are you going, Mr. Combine? Are you gonna back up? Okay. Interesting. Interesting way to do it. Alright, but that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.